Welcome class 10. Let's start with Act 3 Scene 2. Fine. Yesterday we read that Portia, when Bassanio read that letter, the color of his face started fading clear, he becoming sad. So Portia asked him what is written in the letter. So here Bassanio is telling her, "Oh sweet Portia, here are a few of the unpleasant words that ever blotted a paper." So he told her, "Oh dear Portia, here are a few most unpleasant, here are the few most melancholic, here are the few most sad words that have ever spoiled the paper, that had ever written on the paper. Gentle lady, when I did first impart you my love to you, I freely told you all the wealth I had ran in my veins. I was a gentleman." So he said, "Gentle lady, when I did first impart my love to you, when I first told you of my love, I freely told you that all the wealth I had ran in my veins. That time I frankly informed you that all the wealth which I had was to be found in my noble blood. I told you that I was a high-born man, I was a gentleman, I was born in a noble family. And then I told you true. And at that time I told you true. I told you that I am the person of the noble birth, that is my only wealth. Clear? I told you that financially I am poor. And then I told you true. At that time I told you true. And yet, dear lady, rating myself at nothing, you shall see how much I was braggart. And yet, my dear lady, clear, rating myself at nothing, when I was valuing my wealth, you shall see how much I braggart. Braggart means exaggerating, boasting of. Clear? I was, that time when I told you, at that time I was overvaluing myself. Clear? I did say that I owned no wealth. Okay? When I was telling you that I was a poor man, I was valuing my wealth. At that time, how I boasted of my position. When I told you my state was nothing, I should then have told you that I was worse than nothing. When I told you my state was nothing, when I told you that I owned no wealth, when I told you that my fortune, my state, my financial position is nothing. Clear? When I told you that I own no wealth, I should then have told you that I was worse than nothing. That time I should have told you that I was penniless. I should told you that I was without any financial resources. I should told you that I was even less than penniless person. For indeed I have engaged myself to a dear friend, engaged my dear friend to his mere enemy. Clear? The fact is that I have engaged myself to a dear friend. I pleaded myself to a dear friend. Clear? Engage my friend to his mere enemy to feed my meals, and my dear friend, clear, to supply me with the required money. Yeah, so that I can come here to supply me with the required money. My friend engaged himself to his enemy, to his born enemy. Right? Here is a little lady. The paper as the body of my friend. So he told her, here is the letter and the paper. He's comparing the paper of these letter to the body of his friend. Clear? This paper is like the body of my friend, and every word in is a gaping wound. Gaping means opened. In every word written on it, it's like an open wound, issuing life blood. Clear? Every word of this paper is like an open wound from which his lifeblood is coming out. His lifeblood is flowing out. But is it true, Celerio? Then he turned to Celerio and asked him, but is it true, Celerio? Hath all his ventures failed? Have all his ships failed to return? Why, what? Not one hit. What? Has not a single ship come back? From Tripolis, from Mexico and England, from Lisbon, from Barbary and India. These are the places where Antonio's ships were there. Suki. Has none of his ship returned from Tripolis, Mexico, England, Lisbon, Barbary and India? And from India. And not one vessel escaped the dreadful touch of the merchant marring rock. Clear. Merchant marring rock means the rock that ruin. Mar means ruin, that ruin merchants. Clear. And not one vessel escaped the dreadful touch of merchant marring rock. Has not even a single ship escaped colliding against the rock, which often destroyed the merchant ships and bring about the ruin of their honor. Celerio, not one, my lord. He said, not even one of his ship had returned, my lord. Besides, it should appear that if he had the present money to discharge the Jew, he would not take it. Besides it, the first fact is that none of his ship has returned back. And besides, it would seem that if he had the present money to discharge the Jew, even if Antonio have ready cash to repay his loan to Shylock, he would not take it. Shylock would not accept the money. Never did I know the creature that did bear the shape of the man, so keen and greedy to confound a man. Never did I know, never have I known a creature. Clear? A creature that did bear the shape of the man, having the body of the human being. I have never seen a creature who's having the body of the human being, so keen and greedy to confound a man, who was so cruel and greedy as Shylock is, who want to destroy, confound means destroy, who want to destroy a human being. I have never known any man who can be as cruel as Shylock. He plies the Duke at morning and night. He keeps urging the Duke. Clear. Plies means urge his case. He keeps urging the Duke day and night, and doth impeach the freedom of the state. And why he urged to Duke to take action against Antonio? Clear. And did impeach the freedom of the state. And he says, clear, if they deny him justice, he says that if they deny him justice, if the Duke does not receive, if Shylock did not receive justice, if the Duke deny him justice, clear, he would have denounced the state and declared that he would question the freedom of the state. If he is denied of justice, he would question the freedom of the state. Clear? He would say that the state, he would denounce the state and declare that there is one law for the native citizen and another law for the foreigners living in the city. He will question the law of the city, who is having the two different rules, one for the native citizen and one for the outsiders. 20 merchants, the Duke himself, and Magnificus of greatest port have all persuaded with him, but none can drive him from the envious plea of forfeiture of justice and his bond. 20 merchants, the Duke himself, and the Magnificus of greatest port, and the leading men of the highest dignity in Venice have all persuaded with him. They have all spoken to him and urged him to soften his stand, urged him to soften his punishment. But none can drive him from the envious plea of forfeiture or of justice and his bond. Clear? but none of them has been able to make him understand, to persuade him to give up his spiteful attitude in demanding justice and penalty which is specified in the bond. Everybody talk to him, but none can persuade him from his envious plea. None can persuade him from his revengeful claim of forfeiture. Forfeiture means of penalty that is mentioned in the bond of justice. Clear? Okay, children, revise it till here. Rest we will do tomorrow. Thank you.